This activity is called Build the Wall, and it's a fun, creative way for the children to review key parts of the Bible story. It also teaches the kids that if we obey God, He will use us to do great things. Now, the children are going to first build a wall, and then we're going to reenact what the Israelites did in the Bible story. For this activity, you're going to need the following. You're going to need, obviously, your kids. You're going to need some building blocks, and then you're going to need some sheets of white paper to make some trumpets with, which I'll explain in a minute. All right, to start this activity, go ahead and get your kids together and say something like this. Now, if you guys remember, in today's Bible story, the Israelites had to follow some strange directions from God. In this activity, we're going to reenact what the Israelites did as they marched around the city of Jericho, okay? First, I want you guys to take a piece of white paper. You need to make these into a trumpet, okay? Just kind of roll it up, make it into a cone, and then we're going to use that as our trumpets as we march around the city wall, okay? Now, take a moment to build the wall with the children. You guys go ahead and start building it. You're going to build it out of the blocks that you have. Next, have the children roll their sheets of paper up into a trumpet, and that's going to take care of the next part of this activity. All right, guys. Now, everybody stand up. In the story, the Israelites, for 6 days, marched around the city one time and blew their trumpets. Go ahead and march around the city. Have the children march around the city one time. Then, remind the children that the Israelites did this once a day for 6 days. Then, tell the children. All right, guys, if you remember, on the 7th day, they did something different, didn't they? Yeah. They didn't just march around once, they marched around 7 times. And then they blew their trumpets, and they yelled, and then something really great happened. So, I want you guys to reenact that for me. 7 times around the wall. Okay, 1. Now, obviously, you can have the kids go as fast as you want, as slow as you want. It's all up to you. But do try and keep count because they probably will get dizzy. All right, I think that's close to 7. Very good. And the Israelites stopped. They blew their trumpets. They shouted loud, and yes, the walls came tumbling down. Good job, guys. All right, have a seat really quick. Now, after the children have shouted at the wall, walk over and knock it down for them. After the activity, take the kids together and tell them this. Guys, it was because the Israelites obeyed God that they were able to conquer the city of Jericho and to enter into the promised land. It's the same thing with you guys. The Israelites did something great when they obeyed God, but you know what? God has something great for you and you and you and you and even me to do. And we'll do those great things if we obey.